What is up, guys? Welcome back to another one of my build videos. Today we're going to be going over the stamina sorc. I was running a second setup that I will be showing you guys. I don't think I have this setup anymore, but I'll tell you all about it. Let's jump right into it. We're running 2 medium choking, 5 ravaging, and 5 Hulking Draugr. Now this is a tricky set to get. If you guys wanted to run medium, you can go ahead and put it Hulking body pieces and run the ravaging jewelry and weapons. The reason for that is because the weapons are so hard to get. I'm still running a dagger because I haven't been able to get anything else. But I was able to get a Hulking Draugr axe and the greatsword. The greatsword I think is the easiest weapon drop. I've seen it a few more times, and then the jewelry, which sucks to farm. But you can get it from Dire Frost. This is the resistances, 20k resistances, 2.2. You want to get all in-pin as much as you can. I still have some infused pieces, but in-pin all the way is the way to go. And also, instead of choking, you could run blood spawn. I don't have enough blood spawn, so I haven't been able to put it on all my tunes. I have this one blood spawn here. But the second setup you can run, I was actually running Hulking Draugr with Spriggans, and that was actually hitting really hard for a medium build. Hulking Draugr with Spriggans. But the other setup that I have is this one, and I mainly run this setup in Battlegrounds, which is 5 Bone Pirate, the same 5 Hulking, and then 1 dummy, 1 blood spawn. That way you still get max stam from it. You have a lot of recovery. Obviously for these you want to run the dubious, and also there's another food out there, and here it is, the spring loaded infusion. I want to thank one of my viewers that commented me this food. It's a tri-stat drink, so it procs with Bone Pirate, and it gives you all 3, so you don't lose out so much on your health and your magic, and you still keep the maximum stam and recovery. In fact, it gives you even more stam than the other one. So this drink is actually really good if you want to run Bone Pirate and you don't want that dubious to lose out on the magic, and also you'll lose out on your health and stam a little bit more. But this is the battleground setup. I don't change any of the skills. See if we can proc it. There it is, 3.4k weapon damage. And tooltip wise, you're still at 21k onslaught, so it's still a really strong ultimate. And that's tooltip, if you get it to crit, it's gonna hit a lot harder than that. The second setup, or the first setup, Ravaging and Hulking. I do sometimes run this in BGs also. I don't always swap. Sometimes I don't have time. Our onslaught is 18k. See if we can get it to proc. Yeah. So 3.5k, and then we're looking at 20k onslaught. So you can see the difference. It's actually, because of the tooltip, with Bone Pirate you'll get a higher 21k, but if we put our tri-stat food right here, our tooltip goes up even more. So I'm trying to make this video a little bit faster. My previous build videos were $20k. I don't think I saw my there it is. So 3.9k. Yeah, I didn't see my weapon. So there it is, 21.9k. So like it's very similar stats once you fully proc your Ravaging with your weapon damage enchant, and we're close to 4k weapon damage. Tooltip wise with Bone Pirate, so if you guys wanted to run just a straight tooltip setup with medium armor, instead of Ravaging, you can do the Spriggans. You can put Spriggans, or you can run Bone Pirate. Spriggans is really strong because you get high tooltip and high penetration. But this is the setup that I run. Like I said, if you guys can get Bloodspawn here, I prefer Bloodspawn. I have to switch characters and do all of that to get that working. So for the sake of the video, I'm gonna keep the choking on. I do run choking. I'm not saying I don't. So you'll see it in some of the videos where my choking's procking. So as far as also my front bar is gonna be my 2H bar. Let's go over the front bar, back bar. My 2H bar is my front bar. Our stam recovery. This is with ravaging tri foods. Our stam recovery is at 963, which is another reason why I run my 2H. Sorry guys. Okay, so you can see my recovery goes up after I get the kill, and also you drink your potion, so you're looking at about 1,300, and this is without your Citadel buff, so you can still get it to proc even higher. You can also do some sacrificing around to get that amount. Okay, let's move back, go over the skills. These are the passives that I have here. I haven't really been running this build in my groups. Zerg groups or small scale or even our 2-man group. So I haven't really been putting that on here, but this is actually a good ability for support. We're running Daedric Summoning. These two, I don't have a pet active, so that's useless. Storm Calling, all of them. Weapon, two-handed or dual wield. Well, we're fighting with our skill points, so you do want to get all of them as well. I have all the skill points for heavy armor and medium armor because I do swap. I do run Ravaging and I do Bone Pirate, so I keep that up. We were Werewolf at some point, but we are not Werewolf anymore, so I gotta get rid of this so I can get some of these skill points. Fighters Guild, Dawnbreaker of Smiting with these passives right here. Undaunted, not even close, guys. We'll eventually get there. Vigor, continuous attack. Our support, we're not running anything, but I do like having combat medic up. We are Orc for this build. Red Guard works fine. Argonian works fine. Argonian might be like overkill kind of thing, but I prefer the Orc for the melee passive. So you get even more damage done. 4% increase. Increases the healing that you receive and health recovery by 20%. And then max health, max stam. So you're not so squishy, you got plenty of health. You know, you're about 25k. CP, let's go over the CP real quick. Again, I don't have all my champion points, guys. So this is good for the low CP players, and the max CP, you guys are gonna have to throw in some more stuff. But we got 17% into Warlord. I don't like to put more than 17 because I think there is a cap. I'm not too sure, but I feel like anything over 17 isn't actually doing anything. And then Mooncalf, we got 13 here, 13 here. 40% into Tumbling. You're gonna want to put some points into Block. We got 32 points into Blessed. Right here, the Master at Arms and Physical Weapon Expert. We do have some into Shatter and Blue. I'm probably gonna put a little bit more here for the Shield Stackers. We have some in Thermaturge because you want that the dot damage. You have your Hurricane, you have the Blade Cloak, as well as Rendering Slashes. Mighty 13. This is my basic CP setup. See here, I want to get as close as I can to the next. Yeah, 9% is good. We don't crit a lot, so I wouldn't, but it's good for the crit heals. You want to have higher crit heals, you want to put a little bit more into that. This is the red tree. I have it set up this way. I want to put at least 16 here. We'll keep it at 15 for now. We'll test that 15%. Thick skin, 12 and 10. See if we can get 12 and 12. Yeah, pretty good. And then the rest, put some more into resistant, get more of that impan. This is the basic CP setup, guys. And the skill sets, the skills that I use, we went over the passives, my bad. Front bar, rally, bound armament, in Christmas season. You gain more stam, and you also get um, block mitigation. So 36% block mitigation, and this is protect yourself. It doesn't show a proc, so it could be a passive increase. But it is a 3 second, so you have to proc it and then block actually. But it's a 36% damage mitigation, so that's also really good. We're running reverse slice for execute, streak to stun or get away from the enemy, or sometimes even catch up because we don't have a gap closer. Dizzying swing as our main DPS, and onslaught as the ultimate for the build. Onslaught's actually really strong and really good because it gives you resistances, and if you get the kill on onslaught, I like to do the combo where you dizzy swing and then onslaught them while they're in the air. That way they don't have a chance to block it. But you also gain high resistances for quite some time, and then it refunds the ultimate so you can reuse it. Back bar is Hurricane, Dark Deal, Resolve and Vigor, Quick Cloak, and Blood Craze. Now for this one, for the back bar, you could do Bound Armament also on your back bar to keep that high stam on both bars. So you're looking at 41k on both bars, and this is running Fury. I like to run Dark Deal because the recovery is a little low. So when you need to, you can use your Dark Deal and it'll return health, and also it'll return stand back. We're running Dawnbreaker on our back bar. When you're getting overwhelmed, drop it. It'll knock enough enemies down for you to be able to sweat bar heavy and execute if you have to. Sometimes it'll even kill the player. Now the main reason, if you guys don't know, for the two-hander front bar is because of Battle Rush, 30% increase in stamina, recovery after you get a kill from it. So that's the main reason why. I'm running a great sword, so the great sword gives us a little bit more damage, increases your damage done, plus our orc passive. But this is it. This is the stamsorc build. Like I said, you guys can put Spriggans and Hulking. Those two combinations are extremely powerful. You get tons of stam, good amount of recovery, and pretty strong penetration. You get a lot of penetration. But this is the setup that I've changed it to, and this is the setup that I've been running now. So that's it. That's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the build video. Keeping it short now. Hopefully it's enough. If you have any questions, drop the comments down below. If you have any suggestions or you want to see anything in specific, also leave me a comment, guys. I really appreciate all your help. And again, I'm open to any advice that you could give me, so we can get a little bit better at the game. All right. You guys enjoy the holidays and have a great time out there. See y'all.